Dokkan battle video, and we have got a lot of news here. So, we have the video, the Japanese version of Dokkan. They did do a live stream, discussing version Z coming, soon. Now, version Z for JP Dokkan is coming mega soon, as in the 17th, right? There's going to be a massive maintenance on the 17th, which is going to bring the beginning stages of version Z. We're going to go over a lot of the stuff. Now, I mean, to talk specifically about the airplane mode glitch and all the bans and stuff like that, I don't anticipate we would see any action on that here, or probably for a little while, honestly. I don't know. I don't think that they're eventually going to ban people anyway, but I think even if they are going to ban people, it probably still won't be for a little bit while they sort of, do their due diligence and figure out, like, what exactly they're going to do and stuff like that, right? So, I know everyone is just waiting about that info, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, like, it's not, it's that, like, they're not going to just, like, quickly, like, rush out, like the goddamn cord, but they're not gonna rush out like a solution, right? Just to make people feel better. So that is coming, right? There's the hidden potential system stages are gonna be revamped. I feel like this is gonna be very similar to what they did with the Roshi event, where rather than like kind of like these different diverging paths and kind of like jumping all over the place, it's just gonna be very quick and easy. I bet you like there's not even gonna be like a left or right choice for path. I bet you're just going to go right down the line. And then, of course, we have all this. We'll go to Twitter and take a look at it, but there is a lot of stuff version Z has in it. I mean, it looks good. I would say that, again, the number one most important thing I feel really is a friend system. They did at one point, like, sort of ask some questions in live stream. We'll get there, right? We got all the stuff up. They asked about the friend system in one of these here. But like we'll see if it's actually going to be rectified and fixed and stuff like that, right? So we got a lot of stuff here. Here's what the new screen is going to look like. We got what is this? Patan, Chain Battle, World Tournament, Battlefield, Event, Story, and here we have the two new options right there. What do we have here? They're going to go through and revamp just a lot of stuff, right? They're trying to make this like easier for newer and existing players to sort of like take advantage of this. And this is just sort of like a revamped like awakening screen, as we can see right there. There's the Dokkan event medals to awaken him, and then here's where we're able to do the EZA right there. There is going to be revamps, I believe, to like story events and stuff like that. I saw they showed like some footage, and like they had like some active skill, like sort of like cutscenes and stuff like that actually taking place during the story event, right? There's going to be several new characters we'll be able to get and stuff like that, including this LR Goku right here. This guy is eventually, we're going to be able to awaken him through these missions, as well as through these like sort of like revamped story, like, events or whatever it is that we want to call them. We'll be able to get them done through that. This is in the game currently. This is sort of like the Android 18 thing. You're able to get a copy of Android 18 from this. And that's, basically the gist of that. So we have that right there. Okay, so here's, several of sort of the new free-to-play characters, right? We have the new LR Goku, who's got this same, like, sort of, like, new sprite right there. The same one from the Exchange Goku and Vegeta, I believe, right? Which is cool. That's what probably these two animations are from. Remember we saw previously there's the new, Goku and Piccolo from the fight against Raditz, who are, like, characters that are sort of, like, free-to-play. That's obviously what this Piccolo animation is from right here. And then this is a Prime Battle Gohan, who came out, relatively recently, right? Global, again, they did sort of tweet about version Z as well. Now, specifically, Global is talking about, right here, up and running at the beginning of next year. So, Global is not going to be getting version Z at the same time as JP, because, again, JP is going to be getting this in, like, 2 days. So, I mean, things are about to be massive. I was wondering if this dead week on JP was because they were preparing to implement version Z, and I feel like that is probably the case. I mean, dude, the Dokkan, for as quiet as it was for a little bit, it's about to get crazy, because we're going to have the LR Trunks EZ and JP version Z, and we're also going to have the hero stuff coming in hot very, very soon, right? Alright, so go ahead and jump through a bunch of the stuff right here. There's those missions. They're gonna update the Giru sort of like event thing right here, right? To where like, you know, it's like recommended characters. It's gonna be revamped and there's gonna be some rewards and stuff like that you can get, which is fine, I guess. Alright, so there's gonna be this. So this is going to be up for I don't know how long exactly for newer players. But for like players, you know, people who already have accounts right now, for the first 100 hours after the update, you'll be able to buy this stone right here along with, I believe, 100 stones. And then with this stone, you'll be able to pick one of these characters. I believe the price is like $30 or something like that. I will tell you guys that this is like, if you're going to spend money on the game, it would be for shit like this. Like, if you're a global player, and, like, you know, again, you really don't... I always recommend people not to spend money on these games for the most part, but, I mean, you know, it's... You earn money working hard, right? You spend it on whatever you want, right? I mean, as long as you're not hurting yourself too bad, I guess. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. But this is, like, pretty good, because I'm gonna tell y'all that, like, the way the game values stones and stuff like that, 100 stones, 2 multis plus a guaranteed LR for $30 is insane, right? And it's like... I'm not the biggest fan of this guy. He can do damage. I'm not the biggest fan. They're still really good for long events. I think this guy is just like fodder. God Goku is solid. LR Rose is solid. And then UI Goku is actually, he's still like a top unit. UI Goku is really good. But like you could pick one of these LRs. Like that's pretty good. These are like meta relevant LRs, a bunch of these guys. So, you know, that's not bad whatsoever. This is really good. They're allowing us to unlock all of the hidden potential system at once. That is fire. We are very excited about that, right? You press a button and it's gonna, boom, pop everything except for the hidden potential system nodes where, like, you have to pick something, right? Where you're choosing between, like, additional and crit and stuff like that. Those are the only ones that aren't gonna auto-unlock. But that's gonna be, it's gonna be very, very awesome to see. I believe there's going to be some new thing, it's like on Sunday, you'll be able to do all of the stages once or something like that. Some like new orb events. I mean, this is cool. Making orbs easier to acquire for players and stuff like that. All right. So this is interesting. They're introducing auto into Dokkan. There's 2 different auto modes I believe they have. One is going to be just the battles, and then other is map and battle. And then when it's like you're doing like auto and battle, it's going to prioritize orbs. Now, I know a lot of people are going to look at this for link leveling. That's going to be like the #1 thing. And sure, it definitely, just like doing full-on auto while you're like actually, like, I don't know, like if you're in school or something like that, like, playing Dokkan during school, and you can just have it like actually just autoing for you, like that's pretty fire, right? But for grinding links, it's like I don't know how this works, right? Like, is it going to be prioritizing picking the fights? Because for link levels, you want to hit the fights. Like, is it going to be going specifically for the fights or not? I don't know, right? For the fights, yeah, like, to just burn through that quickly is cool. The #1 place where I was actually thinking this is going to be really quite helpful is brand new Dokkan event unit comes out and you have to grind their event 11 times. That's where this, like, you just bring like a Majin power team that, like, has a lot of healing, like a LR Bootanks team or something like that, where you're healing. It's just like, it's impossible you'll lose in a Dokkan event, right? There's no chance. So, like, you'll be able to just, like, go through the Dokkan events in no time. Auto is pretty solid. Hey, man, that's something that's definitely pretty good, right? So we'll sort of see, how that's gonna go. Okay, I see there's an auto map button and then an auto battle button. Alright, so when all this stuff drops, which again, I mean, if we take a look at it, this is all stuff that's dropping in, 2 days here. Like, some of this, so during this match, there's gonna be a huge data download. That Goku's gonna be in there. This is a thing right here where now, like, for new players, if you beat Z hard, it'll give you the stones and count that you clear the other stages as well. So that's gonna massively cut down time for, newer players. You don't have to do all 3 stages. You just do Z hard, and boom, they're all done, which is gonna be cool, right? That's the auto feature right there we talked about. We talked about that. Notice the new art for Bulma. This is a hidden potential system thing. If you can rainbow the character, it's got the little rainbow symbol right there. There's like better like filtering and sorting and stuff like that. We're not done. There's still a lot more to look through, right? Okay, so we've got like this like team building thing. This is what gets really interesting. So you're going to be able to create up to like 50 teams, which is pretty insane, right? They're getting rid of team cost, which is definitely good for like newer players. That's like really for like super brand new players, right? One thing though, right, is we're looking at this here. Let me actually just pull this picture up so we can sort of like zoom in a little bit more right here. So if we take a look at this, right, this is your team. And then this is the friend lead right here. So we were wondering, it's like, you know, so like notice this is the first team slot. Like, are you going to be able to have like a different like friend lead for like each team, or how exactly is that going to work? Because again, one of the most important things that they didn't really address too much here is having a new like a friend system update where you know, it's easier to use these teams. Yeah, great. We have 50 team slots. Awesome, dude. Are you still going to be able to run Connected Hope? Are you going to be running all these, like, low-level teams, Super Saiyan 3 and shit like that? Like, are you actually going to be able to find the friends on the friends list? Probably not. So, you know, we will see. We will see. Here's, like, sort of like a version Z campaign. They're bringing the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, like, sort of like event back, which is, remember, the thing where you could use the limited keys, the sort of the red keys. Actually, if I head back into the game, I can show you all that. If we go back here, remember it's this one, right? This one right here. Let me let it load for a second. Okay, loading. Yep, JP Dokkan takes forever to load. Thank you. Oh, it's loading forever. Good. I always love that. Okay, yeah, perfect. But yeah, it'll be right here. That's where you're able to use like the red keys to jump into that one right there, which is cool. There's also going to be a hidden potential system campaign. Actually, I'll stay in game to show this. So, oops, that's missions. For, I think it's until like December 10th or something like that, you can use 1 stone instead of 10 to change up the hidden potential system for characters, right? That is this right here. I don't know why that's not a permanent change. Like, rather than using 10 stones, you use 1 stone. I mean, that's fair for characters that have the easy and shit like that. Not really too sure why it's like that. Filter and awakening screen, yep, sort of changes. These are other things that are going to be coming in the future. The number one thing I'm really interested in is the my data. So, like, you know, like how many Cybermen we beat, like our most used characters and stuff like that. Is that something we'll pretty much always be able to see? I'm definitely very excited for that. I feel like that's most of the stuff. And then these are some of the questions that they asked towards the end, right? So they wanted to know, like, you know, like they had chat sort of pick, you know, stuff like Super Battle Road. Obviously, we would like more event types and stuff like that, more stuff to do. This was the big one though. This is a friend system one. So, but like it's like they're asking it in like a weird way, like if the friend system is to be renewed, and they're like compete with friends, cooperate with friends. It's like, bruh, what I want from a friend system renewal is to be able to use any team I want to, right? Like that's the thing. I want to run a Target Goku team. I don't want to search 10 years for Android 13, right? Like that's so important for this game. So I really hope that they do, you know, eventually add that in. This one was kind of weird because, like, oh, no. It's the last one I was thinking of. That's weird. Okay, this one says, like, character animations. Do you like the ones that copy the anime and have the voices, original Dokkan animations, A and B, or other, right? Honestly, my favorite are the ones that just recreate the anime and especially have voices. Those are really good. The original animations at times can be a little bit funky, but it is what it is. And this last one, like like using a character, like do you use them based on their animations, based on how good they are? Like, do you just trying to build the best team? It's just pointless stuff. That pretty much, I think, covers everything, right? You know, there is the new LR Goku you'll be able to get from the story and stuff like that. Again, I think we pretty much covered most of the really important stuff. So we'll see, man. Very, 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 very soon. We will see like what is going to happen. You know, the version Z, it's not done with just this, right? There is actually going to be more coming in the future. So we'll see. I would say overall, the best thing about this is definitely the auto feature, but I still feel like there's a lot they potentially could do in the future that's going to be even better, right? So we will see. The auto feature is going to be coming very soon, so we'll be able to test the shit out of that. That's going to be sick, right? Only a couple days away. Yeah, 2 days away. All right, for some of this stuff. And again, global, they said at the start of the 2022. It's probably like sometime in January, right, is when global should be getting this starting of the version Z update. So let me know what you guys think of it. I know that there's a lot of things like, revamped sprites and HD card arts and just like all different types of stuff like that, right? That certainly could come at some point in the future. But we will see, right? So let me know what you guys are thinking about the version Z update so far, at least the first part of it. Thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.